parents.
Is this Bonnie's father? Wait, who is Bonnie's father, bro? He got 3 identical dads, bro. Did they all leave to get milk or something, bro? So what's going on? I'm Sharon. Today we're learning the FNAF lore. I made a poll on my channel a couple of days ago for y'all to vote on which one I should learn, and y'all chose FNAF lore, so here we are.
Today we end the torment. 19 books, 11 games, 8 whole years.
Dang, 8
all
years?
leading to this moment. The
This is my first time learning the FNAF lore. Okay.
ultimate FNAF timeline is finally complete. The pieces are in place for us. Now all we have to do is put this story of tragedy, jealousy, and loss back together.
Okay.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory, the
is
show
this
that
Matt
feels like
Pat?
a kid revealing the class project that he's been working on
that's
all
fire.
year. Except here, it's the class project that I've been working on for the past decade of my
Uncooked.
life. This one is big, my friends, and I gotta admit,
Bro,
kind of
I'm gonna have to
nervous. I
react
haven't
to
attempted
all
a
of these.
timeline video on this franchise since 2018. Back in the
yeah, I'm
days when
cooked.
Mike was the crying child, Afton coming back was actually a surprise, and
I gonna
Fazgoo wasn't a
spoil?
phrase I'd ever thought I'd have to utter.
I don't even
But
know
since the last time I
who?
did something like this, we've had 3 more massive games, the death and revival of the FNAF movie, and more robot kids than you can shake.
Wait, William Afton is the purple dude, right? Wait, did he play Springlock too, or is he is he just a a worker? I don't know. Y'all got to tell me in the comments.
A staff
I have
bot
zero-
ass. It is
zero clue
exhausting
about this
trying to keep
lore.
track of this whole franchise, which
Yeah,
honestly
him.
is one track of this
Talk
whole.
about him. Ain't this his son? William Afton his son, right? Is William Afton the son, or is he the dad that plays Springlock too? Does he play him too, right? Or is that just him by himself and that's a different person altogether?
Franchise,
I
which
have zero
honestly
clue.
is why I'm here today. The lore at this point is complicated. It is full of speculation and theory. So to hopefully make it a little easier for everyone and to give us all a baseline to talk about this franchise moving forward into the future, it's time to reveal my current working FNAF timeline. But
you,
just
Mr.
before I
Matt
do,
Pat.
I just want to explain a couple of things. First, this timeline is massive. Seriously, it is huge. This thing
I know.
towers
I'm so
over
cooked.
any video project we have ever done
He
on
did
the
all these
channel.
series?
But when you
I
look
thought
at
he
the
just did the
totality of
FNAF
this
one.
franchise, the story of FNAF really boils down to the story of one man, William Afton. His
Yeah, him.
successes, his failures, his rise to becoming co-owner of one of the most successful restaurant
wait,
franchises,
wait.
successes.
Wait, is Bonnie his son? Is Bonnie his son in a way, or no? Bonnie not his son. That's just a robot, right? I have zero clue what's happening. Did he give birth to Bonnie? Did he put his purple Pegasus inside of one of these robots and make Bonnie? I have zero clue. Y'all gotta tell me.
His failures, his rise to becoming co-owner of one of the most successful restaurant franchises in the world, and his eventual fall to the monsters he helped to
What?
create, only to then be reborn in a new digital form later.
bunny?
That's why I've decided to split this timeline into 3 main chunks. The foundation of Freddy's, how the business started and how it came into being, the
Chuck E.
Afton
Cheese.
era, William's
Oh, wait, no, that's the
decades-long
Freddy
murder
Fazbear
spree, and
Pizza.
post-Purple Guy. Basically modern
Afton era.
FNAF. Everything that happens
Purple
after
Guy.
the Pizzeria Simulator fire. And because there are lots of new big revelations in this thing that seemingly come out of nowhere, as well as just points I want to talk about further, I decided to dedicate 1 episode to each chunk. I originally wanted it to be one seamless, continuous video, but it just felt incomplete without some
Yeah.
sort of explanation at the end of each one. Once this whole thing's done, I promise I'm gonna merge all the narrative bits into one massive video so you can just skip my explanations. But for now, this just felt like the best, most satisfying, most complete way to do this. That being said, this is still about the story, the broad strokes of the franchise. So in order to make sure that you guys know that I'm not just
Cece and Cassidy both possesses Golden Freddy. Wait, Golden Freddy. Wait, ain't Golden Freddy and Freddy Fazbear 2 different people, or that's the same person, but he just got his soul?
out of thin
Y'all
air.
gotta
Not
tell me.
only am I discussing
have
some of the
zero
more
clue about the
controversial
lore, bro.
bits
I'm
at the end of each
out
chunk,
the
we're
loop.
also putting in a handy little
I'm so out of
graphic in the
loop.
bottom left-hand corner of the screen,
Not
which
that
will show
Freddy's Scariest
thumbnails,
Monster
video
is you.
titles, books, and any other citations that we need throughout the video. So if you wish to understand that specific statement in
gave
more
birth to
detail, you know
Screenshot.
exactly where we've
See,
taken.
wait. So Matt. Wait, Matt. Real name. Wait, William Afton. Real name is Matt. William Afton. Real name Matt, and he gave birth to Springtrap. Yeah, how do that work? If he the purple guy too, bro? How does that work if he's the purple guy? I have zero clue, bro.
Taking it from. That way you can look into those details for yourself. Without any more waiting, I present to you the story of a loving, obsessive father
Okay.
who slowly descended into madness and along the way discovered the secret to eternal life.
Foundations of Freddy.
Our story begins not in the 1980s, or even in the 1970s, but all the way back in the 1930s. It was the throes of the Great Depression, and people were in desperate need of cheap entertainment, especially in Utah, one of the states hit hardest, fourth highest unemployment in the nation, and full of transients. People looking for work in Salt Lake, finding none, and ultimately moving on to find their fortunes out in California. People were tired and they were hungry.
I help her out. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's just me. It might be just me. I don't care though. I'm gonna help her out. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Let's go.
Hungry. But as they traveled, there was one thing that could lift their spirits. A simple roadside attraction called Fredbear's Singin' Show. The ads were plastered all over town, featuring an animated bear drawn in the popular pie-eyed cartoon style for characters at the time. He resembled cartoons like Mickey Mouse, Felix the Cat, Betty Boop. It immediately said that this, Fredbear's, was a place where you could bring the family. And the price, honestly, couldn't be beat. For 50 cents, you could get food and entertainment as you watched the local...
50 cents for this? Bro, I'm gonna be there every night, bro. I don't even care about the percentage of me getting killed. I don't even care about that. I honestly don't. I'll risk my life every day just to have a hot dog and entertainment for 50 cents every day.
Trained real-life dancing bear perform on stage. Normally, you only got to see dancing bears at large traveling circuses.
How does bear bagging more girls
where the tickets would go for about $1. That's $1 without food. But this was a smaller show, like the type from the Von
Y'all think I could Y'all think I could beat a bear? Y'all think I could beat a bear in a fight?
Where tickets would sell for just a mere 50 cents. Watching that bear do tricks on stage brought a glimmer of joy at a time when so much was wrong with the world. The simple show would go on for years, bringing happiness to hundreds of travelers passing through looking for a quick meal. But it left a permanent impression on one little boy, capturing his imagination in a way that nothing else had. One little boy named Billy. That was
his name, Billy?
But his parents liked to call him William.
Okay.
The bear could dance. It could sing. For decades, William dreamed of recreating that moment of bringing a musical bear to life, but how? William was smart, without a doubt, and he had a keen mind for business, but he wasn't the most creative. How do you make a singing, dancing bear come to life? The best he could do was using rudimentary costumes. William was inspired by the work of Walt Disney, who throughout the 50s and 60s was pioneering the use of mascot suits throughout his theme park.
They said that that's a dark place.
Suits
Disney?
with 5 fingers. This allowed the performers wearing the suits to use their natural arms and hands to interact with the guests.
Like, if you was a kid, bro, would Mickey Mouse sexually assault you if you was under the age of 8? I genuinely want to know. Not for personal reasons. I'm just
as opposed to the older models where the arms would just hang limply by their sides. Finally, with a simple mascot suit, he would be able to realize his childhood dream. He would be able to bring Fredbear to life. To appeal to the kids, and for copyright reasons, he changed Fredbear from a realistic brown animal to a cartoonish yellow bear with a purple hat and bow tie. But feeling like one character wasn't enough, he added another friend, a yellow rabbit with a purple vest and matching tie named Bonnie the Bunny. While Fredbear was certainly his first love, Bonnie was extra special because that was his.
Is this Bonnie dad? Wait, if William not his dad and Freddie not his dad, is Bonnie Jr.'s dad? That's what I want to know. I'm so confused right now.
It was an original character that he had created from scratch. And I do mean scratch. William's hand-sewn costumes were rough with seams and stitches visibly showing, but it was the best they could do. And you know what? It was just enough. Bonnie and Fredbear would perform on stage to small but enthusiastic crowds. Finally, he was able to deliver fantasy and fun to all the kids, delighting and inspiring them in the exact way that he had been delighted and inspired so many years ago. And things could have ended there.
Yo, that could have been the end to his story. Look, it's 3 of all these children just chilling right here at Freddy Fazbear's concert. There's got to be some type of cameo. I want to be a part of this cameo
many years ago, and things could have ended there. That could have been the end to his story. It could have been perfect had it not been yellow chicken thing with a southern drawl named Chica, backed by a band of other country-themed characters, including a pig with a banjo,
I never met that pig in my life,
from the local swimming hole, and a brown bear with a heavy southern accent. Wait. A bear? But bears were his animals. Why not a cow or a horse? Something to fit the country theme a bit better. Why did it have to be a bear? And adding insult to injury, they had the nerve to call this thing Ned Bear, a direct copy of his own Fredbear.
Whoops, that's gonna leave a mark.
No, that was not okay. Afton's jealous admiration turned to hardened bitterness. A bitterness that would only grow over the next couple of years as families continued to choose Chica's party world over Fredbear's.
That boy Bonnie putting in work. Why all these children coming in here? I ain't never
compete
seen as
with
many
the
ball
appeal
children in my
of the
life.
robots. Eventually, his restaurant would go bankrupt, only to get bailed out by, of course, Henry Emily. Another insult, another humiliation that William wouldn't soon forget. 1979. Despite being bitter, Afton couldn't deny that what came next was a period of massive success and expansion. With the two franchises now merged into one, it was the best of both worlds. Afton's ideas with Henry's robotic expertise. The two men decided to launch under a new name, Fredbear's Family Diner, a pizza chain
That's so fire, bro.
that would eventually come to
That's
feature
so fire. Look at it. Look at it. Bro, my boy, look. Y'all was doubting my boy. What's his name? Michael Scotton or something, bro. Y'all was doubting my boy William Afton. Look at him now, bro. Look at him now. Getting them bands from being at Fredbear's Family Diner.
a mix of
Y'all can
humans
never.
in performing suits as well as on-stage
Y'all can never.
animatronics. They decided to stick with Fredbear as the headliner, considering the yellow bear was easily identifiable as a brand and because he was the original performing
The
animal
OG,
mascot.
yes, sir.
Afton appreciated
Freddy
that.
Fazbear,
This
I
new
know his
restaurant would
name.
also see a mix of characters as the two franchises merged into one, with Pig Patch and Happy Frog
Mm-hmm.
performing right alongside Fredbear and Bonnie. And as part of this one big
Oh,
Fredbear
they gave him the
family, they
upgraded
even
version
got
too?
themselves official merch that were released, ranging from masks to magnets.
The crap
They got
Mr.
merch?
Hippo fridge magnet?
Oh, this is a new game or
That
something?
said,
I've never
not
seen this.
all the characters were winners. The reception to some characters was just mediocre.
Hey, there go
so
Berlin,
they
y'all.
faded away into the
Hold
dumpster.
on.
Story reception
Yeah,
to
what Berlin doing here? Nah, that's crazy. Berlin, I see you everywhere, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If you see this, Berlin, I apologize.
some characters was just mediocre. So they faded away into the dumpster, storage
threw 'em
units,
away.
and retro budget tech stores of lost nostalgia, waiting for their chance to step back into the limelight if and when a headliner went out of commission. Others, though, would fare much better, like a new Pirate Fox, as
Oh,
well as a
Foxy
blue
the Pirate, I
guitar
know
playing
him too.
variant of the yellow Bonnie
that's the Bonnie
Bunny.
dude. He
Ultimately, the
adopted,
franchise
right?
would get so big, it would spawn its own cartoon show, Fredbear and Friends. Business was booming. In the end, Fredbear and
got a
Bonnie's
bag from
popularity
this
would
game,
be
I ain't gonna
so
lie.
strong that they would be able to support the Fredbear's Family Diner franchise all on their own, while also spinning off a new sister location dedicated to their friends. In 1983, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza launched,
Freddy
giving a dedicated
Fazbear's
home
Pizza?
to all this new supporting cast of characters. Chica the Chicken, Bonnie the Blue Bunny, Foxy the Pirate, and of course the headliner, a brown Freddy Fazbear. Business was
This
good.
when the
and
bands
Afton
came
was
in.
happy,
No, that's
mostly.
crazy, bro.
It did bother him that the one original character that he created, the one that he himself played, Golden Bonnie, got
Yeah.
passed over for inclusion in that cartoon show. The only character in the roster of regulars to get ignored for the show, but other than that, things were going smoothly. He
Okay.
had himself a wife, 2 sons, a
Alright.
daughter. He had a thriving business, and best of all, he was able to learn
boy
the
was
craft
getting
of
his bag. I
robotics
ain't
from the
even
man
gonna lie
that he
to you.
both
Yeah,
loved
and
and
he got to,
hated,
like, support a
Henry.
family.
Together, they were constantly pushing the limits of what these characters could do. Because it was quick and easy, new characters introduced into the roster would be given a simple hand-sewn suit with 5 fingers that any performer could wear. Eventually, Henry would design one of his signature animatronics for that character, utilizing a divided mouth with either a hinged or sliding jaw design. This was the first generation of animatronics. But why stop there?
Why is
Afton
Chica
had
mouth
big
always open?
ideas. What if
Hold
the
on.
animatronics the first generation?
Why is her mouth always open, bro? Is that how she died or something? Dude, this indicates that her character used to eat like too many sweets when she was alive or something? I don't know.
Of animatronics. But why stop there? Afton had big ideas. What if the animatronics weren't just locked to the stage but could freely roam the restaurant and interact with the kids? What if his mascot
No.
suits could become animatronics? What if you could use more than just rigid metallic skeletons? And for one thing, other people saw the success of his idea and they wanted in. Enter Chica's Party World, a rival
Chica.
restaurant starring performing animal characters. His
Yeah.
idea, except
See?
they did it better.
see how they
William
got- look.
May starring performing animal characters.
They got just as excited as me, bro. I'd be this excited too if I seen Chica. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Look, they got that little cleavage on her chest. Like, yeah, let me relax. Let me just.
Characters.
Yeah.
His idea, except they did it better. William may have been the first, but obviously he wasn't the best.
Yo,
It
oh, he
hurt
got
the
mad.
prideful
Oh,
William
never mind,
Afton
he's
to
sad.
admit it, but this restaurant was able to do the thing that he always wanted to do. Make the animals actually come to life. All of the performers in this restaurant were robots. Simple metal skeletons that were powered by battery packs, but all of them able to freely turn and talk and dance on their own, no human required.
So
It was
they
like
had
magic,
more money to
magic
do
that
what he
came
wanted
from
to
the
do
mind
as
of
he-
a
like when he
brilliant
was a
creator
kid.
named Henry Emily. Some small way had been able to harness the power of life itself. Afton admired him. He was jealous, to be sure, but he also looked upon this man with awe. Off to one side of Chica's Party World was a small cabaret stage featuring an elephant magician.
elephant?
On the
I
other,
never
a
met
hippo
that
known
elephant
to
in my
ramble
life.
on and on. That one was more of a
Wait,
joke for the parents.
is this Bonnie's father? Wait, who is Bonnie's father, bro? He got 3 identical dads, bro. Did they all leave to get milk or something, bro? Cause like, I'm so confused right now. Did they have some type of orgy? Why is there so many Bonnie dads popping up, bro? I'm so confused right now.
But it was the main stage that was for the kids. A rocking band of characters featuring why not experiment with tubes and wires that would give the animatronics fluidity and flexibility while still providing structure. The possibilities for this technology were endless. Afton fell in love with robotics. He had started with a dream of bringing one simple singing bear to life, but with robots, he had stumbled across the tools that gave him the ability to control life itself. And thanks to Henry, he was practically
Wait, is this
speedrunning
whole
his way
game
to an
based off a
engineering
true
degree.
story?
And while William wouldn't admit it out loud, one other thing that kept pushing him forward was the desire to beat his former rival, to prove himself smarter and more capable. And tragedy was about to strike. Okay, so that brings us to the end of part 1 of the story.
This was fire, bro. This was fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. This was fire, bro. This is a learning experience for me. I'm gonna like the video.